Hello everyone, my name is Matt Duban, and these are a collection of photos and edits I've made during the past 4 weeks for the summer internship, so let's get into it. So the first pictures I took for week 1 was this of Ultra 7. I made a set using a brown towel and some foliage moss from Joanne Fabrics and a backdrop which is just blue poster board with white clouds painted on. And the figure I have of Ultra 7 is about 5 inches, I want to say, and there's a battery pack you put in that lights up his eyes and the lamp on his head. And I thought it would look nice if his eyes were glowing on a dark night looking set. I really think the eyes stood out about this picture the most, and I'm really happy with it. And a lot of other people liked it and thought it was even realistic, which made me really happy. So these are some of my favorite pictures I took. Up next is this. It's just a picture of the sun over my house. I really like taking pictures like this. I just have a thing for lens flares, especially with the sun. And I think it looks nice in the blue sky. It was a clear day, and I don't know, I just think the image has size to it, like almost like a fisheye view, and I really like that. Now we will move on to week 2. For this project, it was to take pictures of things at different perspectives, and this one is of 2 stone pillars in a cemetery near my house, and they're basically at the end of a trail, and I thought it looked really nice if I had a picture going towards them from the trail, so it looks like the viewer is walking towards them. And this is one of my favorite pictures I've took as well. I just think the stone pillars are really aesthetically pleasing in a way. Next up is this, which is the stone pillar but from close up. This time in this picture there is a branch in front of it. I really like shots like this where there's things in the front of the camera kind of covering the subject but not fully. It's kind of inspired by shots that they get in The Return of Ultraman, a personal favorite show of mine. I just really like shots like this where it's not completely focusing on the subject, but yeah. Next up we have this, which is the stone pillar but from a very low angle, which makes it look tall. I really like this picture too. I think it shows the dimensions of the pillar very well. Like, you can see 2 sides of it. I wish I angled it better, but I'm actually pretty happy with it. I wish it was more centered though, but I think it looks really nice. For this one we had to take pictures of reflections, so I took a picture of from out my window, but with the light in my room reflecting onto the window. And I think it actually looks really, really cool because it looks like the lamp in my room is outside shining down onto the house below. It looks like maybe like a flying saucer, or maybe even like the sun, like an artificial sun of sorts. But I just think it's cool. It ended up looking like my lamp is lighting up outside. So yeah, that's really all there is to say about that. This is just a reflection of my phone's flash on my TV. Like I said earlier, I really like lens flares, so it's pretty simple, but it was a guilty pleasure for me, and I really, really like it. And for this one, we had to photograph opposites, so I took a picture of a room with light and a room without light, which is dark. Some people also pointed out that this looks like it could represent something, which I agree with, because I was kind of going for that too, where the dark room represents sadness and the lit room represents happiness. So it's like the 2 emotions, 2 completely different emotions in one picture. This picture is pretty simple. It's just black and white construction paper overlapping each other. This one's simple as well, but I really like it. I think it looks better because I used organic material to photograph it instead of an edit, where I could have easily just had a black bar over a white bar, but I thought construction paper would look really neat and more natural, I guess, if that makes sense. And now we have some creative edits from week 3. This one is a picture I took in the cemetery again. I like to ride my bike there, so I was sitting on my bike when I took it. What I did here was I gave the picture a reddish tint, and I put a lens flare up in the sky so it looked like the sun breaking through the clouds, and I put a really light fog or mist in the background so it looks like a spooky cemetery vibe. But yeah, I'm really happy with this one too. This is also one of my favorites. I was also kind of going for an apocalyptic sort of look, and I think that came out really well. Now my final photo and photo edit is of my girlfriend Celine's grandmother's cat Charlie. He likes to sit on the top of the stairs and just look down at everyone. It's mostly because he's shy, but I think it's really cute, and it also kind of makes him look evil. So I decided to make him look like he's welcoming you at the gates of hell. And I wanted him to look really big and menacing, so I made his eyes look like they were glowing. I put flames, and I gave it a red tint to look hot and evil. So yeah, I really like this one too. I just wanted to make people laugh with it, so that was really my goal, just to make people smile. Now we have some videos from week 3. I made a mistake. I said the creative edits were from week 3, but they were from week 2. I apologize for that, but anyways, this is just a really quick stop motion I made of 2 monsters fighting, Sedora and Teleston. They're the monsters. I really wanted to work on more, but I had a really busy week and I was really tired, so I just threw this together really quick. But I'm still pretty happy with it. And finally, we have a vlog of a day in the life of me. Coincidentally, this was actually one of the most busy days I've had in a while, so I got some good content out of it, which is good. But I completely forgot that I was doing it, so there's just a big chunk missing of where I went shopping. So that's not in there, but I did a lot of filming that day and stuff, so it was pretty fun to document my day. I think I went into a little bit too much of detail, but that's okay. So yeah, this was just a vlog of my boring day, but I think it was pretty fun to make. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you enjoyed everything I've done these past 4 weeks for the internship. It was a really nice experience, and I hope to do something like this again. So thank you, Miss Van Leer, for letting me be a part of this, and see you when school starts, if it even starts.